Good morning. How y'all doing on today? Yesterday I did dog. I don't even know the date. Today is Wednesday. It might be April the 24th, 2024. Boop, boop, boop. Those numbers 24, 24, 24. Lucky number 24. This the year 2024. Pay attention to the numbers now. So, for April is the month of April is, let me see, January, February, March, April. April represents the number 4, then it's 24, 24. So I'm seeing these 2s and these 4s. My daughter is 24. The one that do music, I said 2024 gonna be a good year. She turned 2024 and she turned 24 in 2024. And today is April 24th, 2024. So this is finna be the signs for the times, y'all. Yeah, she might be pulling up. So I don't know. She probably pulling up right now. I don't know. She got some stuff she gotta do, but I probably meet her somewhere. So in the middle of the video, she might be loading up. I got my truck already. I got my trunk already up, cause she got some bags. She just flew back in. So while I'm doing the video, she might just pull up. Yeah, y'all. So, I had did the video yesterday, and I was like, dog, today ain't number Tuesday. God ain't gave me no warning. Well, when I went to sleep today, boop, I got a warning. Ding, 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 ding. Who be excited about these warnings like me? Ding, 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 ding. I got a warning, y'all. And this is for everybody, including me. Including me. So this warning is just not out for the people. It's directly impacting me in some kind of way too. And this vision and this warning that God showed me is dealing with pedophiles that's in the family. Pedophiles that's carrying on the curse through the bloodline. Because they part of the family. They directly connected to the family through the blood. So this spirit and this curse is just going on from family member to family member to generation to generation. Dealing with these pedophiles in the family. And y'all got y'all kids around these pedophiles because they in the family. And y'all know better. I'm saying it like that, shoot. So, I take a lot of faces yesterday. Boop, all these faces popping up all night. So I'm not finna even just break down and just individualize this. I'm making this a generalization. This is a general warning. I'm not calling out no names. I ain't calling out what I saw. I ain't calling out who I saw. It's just a general warning to everybody. God just told me to make this, even though I seen specifics. God told me to make it a generalization. To make it general for everybody, not just individualize this. Because it's so many more people being impacted some kind of way, including me. So this is a generalization warning to people who got pedophiles and people like that in the family, and you still allowing your kids to be around these people, knowing that they got an interest in kids, and knowing that you just know they perverted. You know these people are sexually perverted, and you still got them around your kids. Like you having them around your kids is going to change the sin and the desire of these kids because they family. Incest go on all the time. People getting pregnant by their daddies all the time, and you got little girls and you keeping them around your daddy, and then when they see when this perversion, because they got this perversion on them, when they see their kids, even their own kids, they not seeing their kids like you think it's supposed to be, because it's not in a natural state. It's in a perverted state now. Their mind frame is perverted. It's a perversion now. So it ain't no, if it wasn't no perversion, you'd be like, okay, mama, dad, okay, kid, like everything just be normal and perfect. But this is not the world that we living in. We not living in this world. We living in a world of perversion. Everything is perverted. Everything is perverted. And almost everybody got some kind of perversion. I ain't gonna say it like that, but it's perversion going on in people too. I'm saying like that. God, I'm trying to be compassionate, God. I'm not finna be just, I'm finna try to say it in a sensitive way. I'm not gonna be just so bold with it. But I ain't finna be just very soft about the situation, because this is not a soft situation. It ain't no pacifying. It ain't no pacifying going on. It just the sooner you know what's going on, the sooner you could kind of just be aggressive and do what you need to do dealing with this. this type of perversion and just trying to protect your kids by any means necessary from this perversion, because you dealing in a perverted world. So in your mind, you thinking everything is just normal, and you just like, ooh, that's just their uncle, that's just their granddad, and you just dropping the kids off. And these people they got a perversion on them. They got a spirit of perversion on them. So they're sitting there and they're, the pedophilia, molesting their own family members. They molesting their own family members, and actually the people that's most perverted and most molested are family members, by family members, because they got access to the kids. Like you say you protecting your kids. You have this mindset of, I'm protecting my kids from these people out here. I'm trying to keep them safe especially from sexual perversion. But you got them going over their granddaddy house, their uncle house. You got them going over all these people's houses who has a sexual perverted mentality, and they are pedophiles. And you dropping your kids out thinking your kids safe. Your kids are not safe from this demon. Your kids are not safe just because they family from the demon that this person displayed toward other people's kids. Your kids are just as much at risk as they kids. As kids that are not even connected to this person. It's a spirit. So God gave me this vision today. Yes, April 24th, 2024, 4-24-24, 4-2-4-2-4. If you break down each number. It's a 4, then it's a 2, then it's a 4, then it's another 2, then it's another 4. 4-2-4-2-4-2-4-2-4. Boom. I'm tickling myself, y'all. So, in this vision, y'all, it was just like it's this perversion. And a lot of people feel like if you have kids, and I'm trying to generalize this, so I'm just trying to speak on a generalized type level, but it's dealing with pedophiles and perversion within family members, within the family, within the bloodline, and these curses is going on within the bloodline because everybody just kind of turn the other cheek to the fact that your child can actually be a victim through the bloodline. It could be your main family member. Y'all be talking about family first, family, everything for family, and you got your family molesting your child. You got your family member molesting your daughter, and you talking about, I die for my family. And the whole time your child being what? Victimized and traumatized by this same family who you supposed to be so loyal to. So, it's just too much dealing with that. I'm just putting this out. God might come to me on another end. And if the Holy Spirit come to me, I might do a recap. I'm just posting this video because I have to document everything. God told me to document everything. So I try to document it, even if I put it in a little, do a little post on it while I say I had a vision. I have to document everything. That's what I was instructed to do. So that's what this is right here. So in this vision, and I'm trying to just speak on it as best I can, because it's just so complicated. When you're dealing with this, it's so complicated. But when you are in a relationship with a man, and this man has a sexual perversion on him, and you talking to him and stuff, you don't know he has this sexual perversion, and you end up having a child with this man, the sexual perversion do not go away because he has become a daddy. The sexual perversion of this man and the desires that's in his head and in his thoughts do not disappear because all of a sudden he got a daughter. It don't change him. The fact that he a daddy don't change him. It actually put your child in more harm to be victimized by this man who's supposed to be this person's daddy. Like, that's what he really do. So you in your mind, you might be feeling like, oh, this the daddy, let me take the kids over to their daddy house. But this man got a sexual perversion toward kids, and he really don't need to be around kids. I don't care if he is the daddy, he really don't need to be around kids because he's a pedophile and he got a sexual attraction to kids. And you thinking, oh, this the daddy, so let me take the kids over to spend time with their daddy. Oh, it's daddy day today. And this man is a pedophile, and he has a sexual attraction to kids. So him having a sexual attraction to kids, and you thinking that, oh, this his child, do not change the fact that that it's a high possibility that he's going to, in one way or another, pervert this child. That's his own child. He got a sexual perversion on him. He got a spirit of perversion. He's sexually attracted to kids. So the fact that he's sexually attracted to kids and he got a child, woo. That's what I'm saying. This curse and this cycle, it's just so intertwined. It's just so much wrapped up in all this. But and you're gonna have to make a choice. Like at a certain point, you just gonna have to make a choice, or your child is going to be in harm's way, and your child is going to be directly impacted, and your child is going to be traumatized, and your child is going to be molested. They're gonna be the end result of it. So if you got this person who you talk to, who you date, then boom, all of a sudden, boom, y'all got a child together, and this person has an attraction to kids, but you didn't care with this person's child, and they got a child together. You just gonna have to, you just finna be in. You just gonna have to choose. You gonna have to choose, and you gonna have to choose wisely. You was just gonna have to choose, and you was just gonna have to choose wisely about the whole situation, or everything that you know that's going on. Now, if God giving you signs, and God giving you visions, and God giving you dreams, and God sending you warnings dealing with this person, then you need to take heed to the warnings that God is giving you dealing with this person. Everybody, just because they then connected with you and they got a child with you, don't mean that person needs to be around to be in their child life. Do not be deceived. Do not let the fact that, okay, you made a mistake, okay, you might have had a child with somebody that might not have been the person that God had for you, and now you forcing this child to be in this person's life, which is doing nothing but damaging this child, sowing bad seeds, traumatizing this child, molesting this child. This child gonna have to go through a lot of trauma in the process. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot mixed in this. But you try to do the right thing, like, oh, I just want him to be, I just want the dad to be in their life. But this daddy got an attraction to kids. So what you gonna do? If you know that this child, and if God been sending you warnings, and it's just stuff you've been looking at, you just like, nah, like, it's just something off about that. Like, nah, like your spirit don't agree with some of the stuff that go on with these people out here. But you try to overlook it and just brush it off. Pay attention. Pay attention to Pay attention to what's going on. Like, pay attention to what God is showing you, God is telling you. Dealing with this, do not take it lightly. Like, have your eyes wide open and pay attention to people that be around your kids, how they move around your kids, how they act around your kids. Most of the time it be stuff going on. If they bold, it's gonna be in front of your face, in front of your kids. It's gonna be little slick stuff. But most people hide it, so you're not gonna physically see it. It's gonna be when you're not looking at they doing little stuff to your kids. So I had a video today, y'all, and it's very high alert. This is very alarming, because you got family members that's connectedly, tied, that got these sexual attractions to kids, and you having kids. And these people, they still got the sexual attraction to kids, even though now they a daddy. So now they got access to the kids, not only kids, the kids' friends, the kids' cousins. Like, in a way, it opened the portal and it opened the door for this person to actually have more access to continue this sin, so to speak. To continue the sin and live in this mindset of this sin. So, that's my daughter. I think that's her. Yep. She pulling up now. But that's what I saw today. I'm doing a video. Hey, Tay. Huh? I said I'm doing a video right now, but hey.
You doing a giveaway?
A video.
I got some phone cases to give away.
Okay.
11 Pro Max cases.
And also, yesterday I was talking to Kayana. Okay. Yesterday, Kayana, I was talking to Kayana. She didn't know your real name. Some mail came for you, and she spelled your name. I was like, who name on the thing? She like, Mom, can I open it? I said, it might not be my mail. Who mail is it? And then she was like, she said the name on the package. I said, girl, that's your big sister. She like, I thought her name was Stacy. I'm like, nah, that's her stage name. So, okay. So, this vision I had, yeah, it's just a warning, and God was just showing me how, these people, you having kids with these men, it don't change the sin and the mindset and the desires and the sexual desires of these men just because they got kids. The sexual desire don't change. The sin just don't leave this person just because this person got a child. This person still operating through this sin. Like the demon of this sin that's on this person is still operating through this person. And now you can kind of mask it a little better. Now the demon can actually mask it a little better because now this person got kids. So so now it can kind of like blend in with the child community to do what it's supposed to do, which is kill, steal, and destroy. So its whole purpose is to kill, steal, and destroy. So even if it's its own child, its whole purpose is to kill, steal, destroy at the end of the day. And these kids that's being like incest, being molested and touched by their uncles, by these blood family members, these kids ultimately they destroyed. Like it just destroyed them at a certain point. Like it's a bad seed sown into these people and into these kids, and it just create a path of destruction for these kids. So just be careful. Like, you can't really change the fact that the people that you may have had kids with, these people may be attracted to other kids. They might be showing these weird, like, little signs. Like, if this is something you don't want your daughter around. Like, this is something that you look at and you like, nah, I don't want my kids around this. And you force your kids to be around this simply because that's the daddy. Simply because that's the daddy, you going to let your child be around some stuff you don't even feel comfortable around. Woo! If God coming to you and God is saying, watch out, just beware of the people, the people, the company that's around your kids. And if you don't feel comfortable with these people, if you don't feel comfortable along with these people, then what make you think that your child should be comfortable along with these same people? If you know that these people showing and displaying certain stuff and even in the joke and indirect way, and you just like, I ain't like that joke. I ain't like that sexual joke. I ain't like the way this person said something about my baby being in no pampers. Like, if you know this little small little stuff that's going on, it's just for you to know so that you know how to properly act. It's not for you to just get out loud because it ain't nothing you can do dealing with that demon because that demon is just going to make an excuse and cover it up. But it's for you to know so that you can just move how you know you need to move to deal with that situation. So, because every time, if you address and you confront something, what they going to do? Deny, deny, deny. But you seeing it for yourself. But even if a man that sat there and sexually assaulted their own child, they'll sit there and say they ain't did nothing to their child. When you go to the doctor and they get a DNA test, 9 times out of 10, that's the only way you'll know. And they'll still sit there in your face and look at you and say they ain't did nothing to their child, even with the DNA test. So, if you think you're going to just confront somebody to get the truth out of them, you are delusional. You is delusional. I like to say is pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the signs. And if God is trying to send warnings to you, if you see stuff that just you don't even feel comfortable around these people. Like, you wouldn't even feel comfortable, like, sit in a room, you and this person by yourself, sitting in a room together, but you dropping the child off every day because, ooh, this the uncle, ooh, this the granddaddy, ooh, I'm letting them spend time with their family so they can bond, ooh, I'm letting them spend time with their daddy so they can bond. And who God showed me was like a daddy. So God showed me like this person who has become a daddy. Just because you a daddy don't mean that you have like you ain't doing no wrong. Like, a daddy don't make you just holier or down and you ain't doing no wrong. And now you supposed to step in this daddy role and you supposed to be this role model to your kids. Like, becoming a daddy and sometimes you still dealing with the demons and you still fighting the temptations all day, every day. You becoming a daddy do not change the fact that you still fighting these sexual temptations toward kids all day, every day. Even with you having your own kids. Because at a certain point, that demon going to overtake you if you're not covered. And you're going to end up doing something to defile your own child in the process. And these women, especially mothers, you just have to just have your eyes open for stuff like that. And then, it's going to be, like, either way it goes, it's just going to be, you're going to have to make a choice. You're going to have to make a choice. What's the best interest of your child? Do you want that child to see the dad, even though the dad might be touching, molesting, even though he might be a sex pedophile, even though he might be sexually attracted to kids? If you want her to still have a relationship, then okay. Just know what comes with it. If you don't want her to have that relationship knowing all this, then okay. Just know the consequence behind it. But either way it goes, consequences behind it. So which one is gonna be more damaging to your child? Like this is a choice you're gonna have to make at the end of the day. Them being around they father, they daddy who possibly may molest them, who do have attraction to kids, sexual attraction to other kids, and your child is a kid. Do you think it'd be more damaging for their child to be actively in this man's life, or do you think it's in the best interest of this child not to even just be in the best interest of his of the child life because of the type of spirit that's on this child, where it's a sexual attraction, and you just gonna have to deal with the consequences that come with that, which might not be as damaging as the consequences of this person actually being involved with this man who touch on little kids, and you got a little kid. So that's just some deep stuff to have to deal with, y'all. I might have to do a recap on this right here, because I'm gonna have to like just pray and intercess, because this is just some stuff intertwined and some stuff. And either way it go, it's gonna be consequences. But which is gonna be more damaging to your child? See, you gonna have to make a choice at that point and figure out which is gonna be more damaging to your child, because you're not gonna be able to be there and be on supervised visitation to make sure this man don't touch your child. Like, you're not gonna be able to do that, because there's no way possible. Because it's going to get to a certain point where that child is going to be accessible to that man, and that man is going to touch that child. Like, at a certain point, there was going to be. So you could try to, walk around hard and say, yeah, somebody touched my child, they dead. Okay. You can keep walking around like that. But in the process, your child going to be traumatized, and you just feeling like you taking matters to your own hands. It's not going to stop that demon from going around touching another child. It's just not going to do it. So you can feel how you want to feel about the situation. You can even get mad and talk about, oh, I'm going to do all this damage to this person, which ain't going to do nothing to destroy your life in the process. And then your child ain't going to have no daddy or no mama. Like, during this season right here, you're really going to have to exercise wisdom. Wisdom is going to be needed during this season. Like, you is not going to be out here trying to just be the hardest thing going, because it's something harder than you. It's somebody coming that's coming harder than you. And when I say that, I'm talking about these demons. Like, the hardest person, like what I be seeing in the spiritual, the torment these demons do toward people, you don't compare. God didn't even create you to even deal, to combat what he created. And the spiritual, when I'm talking about these demons and stuff like that. So you think you walk around like you the biggest boulder. Yeah, if somebody come at me, yeah, I'm going to do I be tickled. Because I'm like, fire against fire, fighting fire against fire is not gonna win this race. Like, it's not gonna win this war. Like, you're gonna have to be strategic with how you move out here, honestly. Like, you're not gonna always be like being aggressive toward other people is not gonna be the solution to the problem at the end of the day. It's gonna create more problems. So you're gonna have to be strategic with how you move. You're gonna have to rethink your thinking. You're gonna have to be wise, because it's a possibility that, you gotta do what you gotta do to protect your kids, keep them out of harm's way. Especially if God send you a warning. If God is sending you a warning, do not wait on the sign. Do not wait on your child be molested, then say, ooh, that's why God showed me this. Do not wait on it, because God ain't gonna let it get to that point. He gonna tell you before time. And if you don't take heed to what he's saying, then whatever happened, then you walk around mad. But then you could have prevented the situation. But you walk around mad and you got all this anger toward this person, but God already told you that keep this person away from your kids, but then you didn't heed to the warning, and then you just walking around mad, and now you just feel like, ooh, I'm gonna die for my child. Okay, do that. Like, don't speak that on yourself, because you might end up dying for your child, and then what? Like, after you die for your child, dying trying to defend and fight for your child, then what next? Because you're going to be gone at this point. What next? You just going to be dead. Like you said, okay, I'm going to die for my child. Okay, you done died for your child. What next? Because life is still going on. And you ain't here. So what next? So, I'm just saying, y'all, you're going to have to use wisdom out here. You're going to have to be strategic out here. You're not going to always be able to use aggression to, you're not going to be able to always take matters into your own hands with all these situations. Like, you was just not gonna be able to take justice, deal with justice in your own hands. Like, that's just something you not. God didn't even design you to do that. Like, God is not. He didn't like put it in our hands to justify the situation. You know, the Bible speak on God being the judge, God getting us justice, God doing all this. God is over the courts, dealing with all this that's going on, all the injustices that's going on. God is the judge over all of this. And if you try to take justice into your own hands, you is crossing paths not only with God, but everything else going on. So that's something you just don't want to do. So I'm just sending this warning, y'all. I'm gonna end up doing a recap. God just showed me something. Yeah, it's very kind of troubling. It's kind of sad, kind of troubling, because you got all these kids, and all these kids are being victimized out here. But it's like they being victimized, especially by family members, the blood family members. People that you walk around, you got on little outfit, you got uncles and you got brothers and you got cousins speaking on your outfit, and you think it's cool. It ain't cool. It's a perversion. Because for one, they shouldn't even see you like that. So it's a perversion. And you feel like, oh, they just joking. Ooh, that's just my brother. Ooh, that's just my cousin. Ooh, that's just my uncle. Ooh, that's just my granddaddy. It's no way in the physical. If they was like, if they was in the physical and they was just like not caught up in the sins, that they would even view you like that. Like, it's no way. So if they make a small little comment, they already let you know it's a perversion. It's already a perversion going on. And the joke can play about it, which is the way it is most of the time. The joke play about it. Like, somebody make a joke about me and they a family member, we gone. Like, it ain't no joker with me and my kids. We is gone, and we is not come back to no more family function. Cause this dude got a perversion on. He got a spirit perversion, and he like little kids. He attracted, sexually attracted kids. We finna keep our distance from this one. Cause and some people got it so bad. Some people, this demon is so bad that it targets only one child. So its whole mindset is like, it prey upon this one child. It's grooming this one child. It want this one child. I don't want that spirit to come across none of mine and just feel like I want that one. Because it's no other child that's going to be able to fulfill the desires of this perversion of this child, other than the one that this spirit then picked out. So y'all be careful out here. Y'all don't have y'all kids around any and everybody. Do not put y'all kids in harm's way. God doing what he can to try to protect you, trying to protect your kids. You gotta pay attention to the signs. Like, you gonna have to be held accountable and pay attention to the signs. And it's okay if you didn't know and you just like, ooh, I didn't know. Okay. But if it's signs and you just overlooking the signs, every single sign, then, at a certain point, who you gonna blame? Who can you blame at this point? If you getting signs and you're not taking heed to the warnings, then what? So, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go. Yeah. I just generalized it, but God was showing very specific faces, and it was just a lot going on in the vision, and the vision was actually jumping around. The vision was actually jumping around into a lot of different stuff. I might have even seen stuff going on with my job, and I ain't even finna get in detail about it, but this dream was jumping around all over the place. It was faces all over the place. This was different from all the other visions. And I did the video yesterday like, ooh, I had no warning. And then I said, it's Tuesday. I'm like, dog, it's early in the week. I was like, I know before the weekend I'm gonna have some kind of warning. And then I laid down, and then today I had this warning, but it's dealing with these kids and the fact that they're like in a vulnerable state. And these parents are putting these kids in a state to be actually, they're putting them in harm's way. And you feel like, ooh, that's their daddy, ooh, that's their uncle, ooh, that's their granddaddy. Like, this person got bad habits. If you wouldn't want to be around this person, then why you forcing your kids to be around this person? Like, it don't make sense at the end of the day. Like, it's no logic behind it. Like, okay, this person they daddy, but then this person got habits that you don't want your kids to pick up dealing with their dad. Then you gotta do what you can to protect your child at a certain point. Because you just exposing your child to all of this. And you thinking you doing the best interest of your child, because the child, the dad in the child life, but what you really doing? So that's why I say it's a conflicting situation all the way around, y'all. And it's a generalization. And even with me, I'm a part of this warning too. about like just people who I have around me, people who I have around my kids, like even family members, even their daddies. Like you just gotta be cautious all the way around. And if it's something you just don't agree with that going on, then you're going to have to do what you can to protect your child. Do what you can to protect your child, because you can't just be walking around. The damage done. By the time you talking about, I'm gonna die for my child, the damage already done been done. You late with that one. So I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm end up doing a recap on this, but I just had to put this out because this is a warning that God sent me today, and it was dealing with the kids, and it's dealing with directly family member blood, people in the blood of these kids. It ain't strangers. You know how we be like stranger danger. It's very seldom that a stranger molests a child. Very seldom. But we push this danger, stranger for stranger touch you. What if your cousin touch you? What if they little cousins touching on them? What if they brothers touching on them? What if they uncles, people they trust touching on them? Like they don't know. They ain't gonna know because they so busy worried about strangers doing it. The family members doing the same exact thing. You telling them to watch out for the strangers. So I be telling my kids, anybody can be a stranger. I was like, if anybody do this, they a stranger. I don't care who it is. So, I mean, really have that talk with y'all kids, but really be observant and try to be protective of y'all kids and just don't have them around any and everything, especially if you know some stuff you don't want to be around. If you know you don't want to deal with this person, you know this person got a lot of junk, a lot of mess, a lot of drama going on, like a whole lot of stuff. Like, why are you throwing your kids? Like, why is you even dropping why is you even having your kids around all that? And you might have to make sacrifices. Like, you might have to make sacrifices and just be like, you probably gonna have to sacrifice for the safety of your child at the end of the day. Like, it might be convenient. It's always convenient for you to drop your child off. I mean, it's always a convenience. This how Satan gets you, the convenience. Okay, let me drop the child out and I can do what I need to do. But you might have to be inconvenienced for the welfare and safety of your kids out here. And it might not always, you just have to be inconvenienced. But if you be convenient, okay, let me drop my child off so I can do what I need to do. I can go to school, I can go to work, but let me drop my child off. But your child is in harm's way now. So you're going to have to figure out a different way to do it and a safer way for your child and create a safer environment for your child. Because sometimes Satan got access directly within the family. He got access to cause harm, to kill, steal, destroy directly within the family. And you got this loyalty, they push this family loyalty, I die for my family. No, I won't. I won't. When I talk about my family, I'm talking about who I gave birth to, my kids. That's it. My loyalty is to my kids. That's it. Because Satan got access and he can enter through family members. And you thinking, ooh, this my blood cousin. Ooh, this my uncle. Ooh, this my, and these people, they got all kind of sins, and they all got all these sexual sins and attraction to kids on them. And you kicking with them like it's cool, because that's your family member, and y'all used to grow up together. And it's just some people you just gonna have to cut off. And it ain't gonna be easy. These people that God telling you to cut off, it ain't gonna be easy now, because these people you directly connected to. But these people ain't no good, but you still trying to deal with them. So I'm gonna let y'all go. If God come to me, because I even would ask him, how can I even say this video? Because I really don't want to do the specific. I don't even want to talk about no names I sent in this video. I don't even want to get no names. I'm like, God, I don't even want to get no names. I just want to do a generalized warning for everybody. And this applies to me too. Instead of speaking on specifics and everything that I was seeing, I don't even want to do that. And I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to disclose. I already made the choice. And I already spoke it. So I'm not disclosing what I saw and who I saw and none of that. All I'm saying is watch out for y'all kids. And yeah, we make mistakes. We make mistakes, and sometimes we might have kids with the wrong person. But if that person is showing and displaying, I'm saying not walking with Christ, not walking with God, don't have values of God in them. If they walking around and these people is just garbage, just nothing, then what make you think they're gonna value their own child? Like, what make you think that your child is gonna be treated differently than the way this person treat everything around them? If this person create destruction and chaos all around everywhere they go, and then you think, oh, I'm finna drop the child off over their mom and their daddy house, like, what make you think your child is safe? Like, your child ain't safe. You throwing your child because you thinking like, ooh, that's the daddy. Your child is not safe just because that's the daddy. That do not change what the perversion of everything that's going on with this person. Like, that do not save this man. The fact that he got a child do not save this man. It actually put his kids in harm's way now. So, it put you in a tight situation because you got to figure out what's best for you and your kids. Like, you really going to have to figure out what's best for you and your kids, and that's just how you going to have to move. Because all it takes is one time. All it takes is one time. And you ain't better get that back. I don't care what you do. So when you say, I'm down for my child, and you end up dying for your child, you really ain't solved nothing. And you really just created way more problems than you had at first. So you're going to have to be wise. We going to have to be wise out here. We going to have to use wisdom out here, especially now. You're going to have to be wise and use wisdom all the way around with everything going on. You're going to have to move strategically. Like, you really going to have to think things out on a deeper level of the situation instead of on the surface. Like, you're going to have to just take your time and just think on some things, especially when you're dealing with the welfare and safety of your own kids. And you're dealing with people that's within the family, within the bloodline, that got direct connection to your kids. Like, you is going to have to be strategic out here, and you're going to have to make some choices, some hard choices. And I'm going to talk to y'all later. Y'all be safe. And yeah, my daughter, she had to come back. It was an emergency. So she was in LA, y'all. Just quick follow-up. She was in LA, and she had to stop everything she was doing. It was an emergency. She had to come on back here. And I was just asking her, I was like, with everything going on, all this unexpected stuff, like the little texts and stuff like that, and I don't know why, but God be right with her. That's why I said she good now. That one right there, the one do music, she good, and she did to her intuition. So she came on back, because she had probably been doing something in LA Friday. She probably had been doing something, being a part of something, and her plans were just boom, erupted, just erupted. Like, she had to come back. So when she fly back out, this gonna be permanent. Like, she's already like moving. She said she glad she went out there this time because she was able to get some stuff out there and situated a little bit. But she wasn't supposed to be coming back this soon. So she probably gonna, when she go back, it's gonna be permanent. Like, she not coming back. Like, she just not coming back. But and she was talking to me, and I was like, so how you feel about just coming back so early? And she was talking about she had something she probably been hosting somewhere Friday, and she then had to just cancel all her plans and stuff like that. And then she was just telling her that and she was just talking to me, and she was just telling me what God was saying, and God was telling her that not to even worry about the delay. I call it delay. God told her don't worry about this delay that just interrupted everything she had going on. And he told her that it's going to be plenty for her to do. Like, once she get out there, she good. Like, she ain't going to have to really be looking for too much or nothing. Like, it's going to be something to do she's like, Mama, God told me it's going to be something for me to do every day. So she ain't really stressed about it, but it did break into her plans, and then I just was speaking on it, like, well, how you feel about all this right here just happening like this delay that's just going on? And she was just like, God just said don't worry about it, like she gonna have plenty to do. She gonna have plenty to do. So yeah, y'all, I'm just following up with y'all, and it is what it is. Like, we have delays that go on, but we just gotta push through our delays. So that's what's going on with her. Like, she got delays going on, but she just pushing through her delays, and she just had to come back. And she probably gonna, when she go back out though, this gonna be permanent. But she was just going out there just to hang out a little bit before she permanently moved. But the move, she already got everything together, got her spot and all that out there, and so that's what's going on. So I told her today, I said, well, since you came back, I braid your hair down for you. I said, I braid your hair down. Yeah. And, and yeah, y'all, I just talk to y'all later. And, just keep your eye out for your kids. And if you don't know, just ask God. Like, just be like, God, give me a sign. Because he ready to give you the signs if you ask and if you really want to know. Now, some people don't want to know because they know the truth hurt. And they know knowing it's going to be them having to make a decision that they ain't really trying to make. So some people walking blind out here. But some people, they really want to know what's going on. So just pray about it, and God going to let you know. And y'all be safe out here.